partner's feeling, and then we're going to look into the obstacles and find your advice. So welcome to 2019, Marlena. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming back. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, whatever you want to do. But definitely leave comments. I'd love to hear how it resonates with you. All right, Cancer. All right, from beginning to end of the month. And you're going to end off the month with reflecting. Some of you may get a little real with someone because it's just natural for you to do that. You know, taking up for yourself, things of that nature. But what I'm seeing at the beginning of the month is just taking time out for you. But I still see you being sociable. I still see you getting out, talking to folk, things of that nature. You're not going to be isolated at all. But I do see you being real with some people. So let's go ahead and just get some clarity as to what we're seeing here. I'm just seeing right now that many of you are feeling hopeful. You know, you're taking the lead in regards to your love life. You're at a place where some of you might be a little nervous right now after feeling hopeless. So like maybe the beginning of the month, you're just taking it back. Some of you might be students, taking the time in. But then I see you coming out of this place of feeling like you need that guidance and getting more into this place where you feel more secure. I hate to say security because you actually have your red chakra out of balance. But it's a place where you just feel more hopeful. You feel more positive about yourself. I'm seeing your sacral, is this your sacral chakra off? Your base chakra off towards the middle of the month. But again, it's not a place of feeling isolated. Again, you may feel alone, but it's not an isolation. You may feel like you are on your own, but again, you're still around others. It's like a sense of independence even. But in the mix of it all, you still have your love growing. I feel like some of you have been in a place where you've been teaching, guiding other people, but now you're in a place where you don't want to do that anymore. I feel like some of you might have even been, I mean, not just a nurturer, because you are a natural nurturer, so you're definitely a nurturer, but I'm feeling like, you know, at the beginning of the month, you're not feeling the need to take on anybody else's stuff. What they haven't learned by now, you're like, okay, well, you need to figure it out for yourself, kind of thing. But it's from a good place. It's from a place of allowing them to figure it out for themselves. I feel like you're going to be more so this month, balanced more so in your in your crown chakra. Again, it's something with your stability going on, but I feel like maybe it's regarding money. But if you would just change your focus, you will see that the opportunities are there for you. Definitely to strengthen your bond with someone. So I look forward to seeing what your love reading looks like. Because I definitely see you taking a new step in your life. But yet, again, you're in this place where you're guiding, you're the leader, but yet it's through your own life experiences, not through taking time out to maybe become counselor to everyone or helping everyone physically. It's more from a place of leading by example. Okay. All right. So let me show you what came out for you. The beginning of the month, you received rest. You received retreat in reverse. Animal kingdom. Compassion in reverse. And at the end of the month, you have reflecting. So let's see what your emotions are looking like for this month as well. Why are you going through these steps? Let's start from the beginning of the month and see what your emotions look like from beginning to end of the month. in regards to this resting, you know, just being real. Ooh, okay, dokie. Quite a bit came out, so let's go ahead and put that back. Spirit, thank you for January 2019 Cancer reading. Thank you, Spirit guys, for your guidance. It's probably still going to be a lot that comes out, so FYI. Okay. Okay. Still falling all over the place. So, it's this level of connection that you're seeing this month. So it's like an internal connection. So in regards to your emotions, you're having to embrace this, for lack of a better word, darker side. The side that most people don't like to see in Cancer. Because you're seeing signs from people that are showing you pretty much the way. Not just from people, but I feel like you're seeing signs from the universe to show you the way. And when people try to take you off of that, you show them that other side. But realizing that you're still connected to them, I still feel like you are showing some level of compassion. But I would like to see what this lesson is that you're having to learn. And I feel like this is in regards to love as well. Again, many of you are having dreams. Make sure you're heeding your dreams at this time. But this is about a caring connection as well. Some of you may not be listening to your higher self, and you need to. Also embrace your differences, the differences that make you unique. Because you have the answers within. And some of you may be looking to others to validate you. And I feel like that's part of your lesson. Hence the reason why the need to reflect and just be vigilant with it. I feel like some of you aren't going with the flow as far as life is concerned. You know, you're not setting the boundaries. As something comes your way, it's almost like lessons that are still having to be learned. I feel as though some of you may have learned this lesson before, but then you got to a place where you just let go of those lessons and just went back to who you normally were. But it's almost like, you know, when you go backwards, you realize why you went forward. But it's almost like that, just needing that lesson learned again. Okay. I'm seeing this reflection again, feeling the need to reflect on your life. I mean, obviously, it is the beginning of January. I'm doing this at the end of December, by the way. But because it's January, this is that time where you're trying to figure out what happened last year, what will I like to do this year, what's coming my way, what am I grateful for, what have I learned. And again, this is just that time I'm seeing for you to take that time out to see about yourself. What do you want to do now? Looking at things from a different perspective. What is it that Cancer wants to do this year? Some of you may, again, be wanting to do something. I'm seeing here by the book. It's like you want to be real with someone and tell them, look, this is how this is going to go. This is, again, that leadership that you're showing. I was about to say that follow the leader type thing. That leadership that you're showing. Some of you are doing things by the book. You don't want to deviate from that. But I feel like you're finding some truth out about this truth about this normal way of doing things. That's taking you out of a cycle that you've been in long term. A chaotic cycle that you've been in for way too long. So, let's go ahead and see if there's anything else, Spirit. right, another message, general message. Again, this is a general message. My name is Marlena from Graceful Healing Intuitive Tarot, in case I forgot to tell you. This is a general message for Cancer, January 2019. Make sure you look at the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for more clarity. All right. Again, I'd love to hear your comments and how this resonates with you. So what additional messages do we have for Cancer? Again, I'm seeing this lack of stability that you're feeling at the beginning of the month. I really feel like this is financially driven. Some of you are feeling like maybe you don't have stability in your home. But again, yet I still see the sun, this happiness. I still see family. I still see you being guided. So I'm seeing a lot of so-called contradictions. But what it's telling me is, although you're going through some of these challenging times, and I say that loosely because I don't see anything major here, but to each his own, right? Something that's major to one person, like some of my girlfriends and I, we always, it's so funny, we have one person who we always feel like, you know, may think things are so hard, but to us, it's like, that's easy. We've been there, done that, you know? So what's hard to one person is definitely not, you know, hard for necessarily another. What's tragic for one person may be overly tragic for someone else, and someone may do something about it, you know. So all of that to say, it's different for everyone. So but I'm seeing this first chakra needing balance as well. So some of you guys may need to do some Kundalini exercises, I'm hearing. You may need to do some lower chakra work, base chakra work, yoga. Dancing helps with that as well. And then once you come out of that, you will see that you'll gain a little more energy and maybe be a little more decisive in what you want to do. So again, because I see this compassion in reverse, because I see this retreat in reverse, although you're resting, I'm seeing things changing for Cancer, but I see reflection all over. And you just really, I just see real truth, boldness. So let's see what it looks like in your love life. Cancer. Cancer, January 2019. Let's do for the first 2 weeks of January. Thank you, Spirit. Let's look at the first 2 weeks of January for Cancer. How is Cancer feeling the first 2 weeks of January? January 1st through the 15th. Thank you, Spirit. And this message reach all that need to hear it. Thank you, Spirit. Past, present, and future. January 2019. Past, present, and future for Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. How is Cancer feeling in the present? The first 2 weeks of January. All right. So befitting. I told you guys, there's something going on with your finances and career at the beginning of the month. And it's affecting your love life even. So, like I said, it seems like it's major, but it really isn't. Thank you, Spirit. What do we see for the near future for Cancer? Okay, that popped out. Let me make sure. Is that it? That's it. Okay, so what I have for you, Cancer, is unrequited love. Again, finances and career. And then calling your soulmate. So let's get some clarity in regards to all three of these. Let's look at the past, present, and the future. Let's see what messages we have for the past for the unrequited love. Oops. Okay. Message for the past for unrequited love. So I feel like some of you may have had this fairy tale moment in the past. A past to where you saw visions of, I want to say visions of, I forget the name of it. It's like a fairy tale. Visions of something in your head. Visions of cookies or gingerbread. I don't know. Basking in your head. But I just feel like in the past, some of you guys had a perception of love that you wanted that ended up breaking you away from someone who you really loved and trusted. I'm seeing also here that some of you have turned down offers from this person. It just wasn't what you expected. Financially, maybe they weren't getting their money the so-called legal way, even maybe in some type of shady way. But I feel like at some point this was a relationship that turned around. I feel like you were on your last leg. You were ready to go because of all the deception. But ultimately, it brought you abundance. Anything else that happened in the past that we need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Is there anything else in the past that I need to let go? So this unrequited love, it brought you sadness in the past. But in the more recent past, I feel like it's brought you the opposite. I feel like it's kind of brought you together. I feel like it has also taken you out of this place of sadness and allowed you to just be who you wanted to be. I feel like also you're still not receiving that trust. And I feel like you're also not holding on to that person as strongly as you used to. You kind of let it go and even started looking for other things, looking to other options. Some of you may have even walked away from this person for something better. I'm seeing the sun again. Some of you may be dealing with the Leo. But I feel like some of you came to a crossroads and had a decision that had to be made. But I feel like you're being guided, though, by your high priestess self, your higher self. By the way, I'm seeing also Aries here. But again, I feel like someone's really controlling some information, not telling you the full story. But I feel like also this high priestess, though, the high priestess self in you knows. I feel like you know, Cancer. I feel like you know more than you think you know. I feel like you're looking to other people for validation again for this information. So basically, if you know, like, let me give you an example. If you're having a dream about someone specifically and something happens in that dream and then you go confront them and they tell you it's not true, who do you believe? Your higher self, your unconscious self, right? Who's so powerful, it's beautiful. Or do you believe the person standing in front of you who has maybe every reason to falsify the truth? Did I say that nice? So it's about trusting yourself over others. That's where you will see your foundation actually strengthen, because you don't need that validation in order to get what it is that you want. Okay, someone needed to hear that. All right. Okay, so again, some of you may have chosen to leave this person out in the cold again. Okay, so let's go ahead and look to your finances and career, how this is affecting your love life. So currently in the beginning of January 2019, your finances and career, there may be financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Why is this? So let's ask the question. Okay. How are finances and career issue? How are your financial issues in Cancer's life affecting their love life right now? Thank you, Spirit. I'm seeing so Cancer, I'm seeing this abundance again, and I saw the abundance at the end of your past. So it's saying that currently, Cancer, you are bringing in abundance. As a result of your abundance, I'm also saying you bring an end to the lack of financial savviness. I feel like some of you have been kind of juggling your bills, and I just feel like that's starting to come to an end. I also feel like someone's not telling you about financial issues, or not financial issues, I'm sorry, about potentially financial issues as well, because I don't feel like anything is a mistake, but financial issues, house and home, someone who you may be dealing with, someone you may know, that you may be close to. It could be a fire sign. I feel like they're not telling you about issues going on in their home. And I feel like it's resulting in financial issues as well. I feel like this may be also stagnating any, I feel like it may be creating a limp syndrome. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. Or in regards to female, it could be lack of libido. But I just feel like someone feels like they're not getting what they need. Maybe not manifesting what they want the way they want it. But yet I see abundance. So I see you being financially stable. But maybe you may not know about somebody else's issues. And that could be causing a problem in your love life. But I feel like the money coming in is making you have to look at money in a different way. Nonetheless, if you're a person who, I hate to say this, kind of poor-minded, thinking from a poor perspective, like, for instance, you always saying, oh, I'm poor, oh, I'm broke, things of that nature. Changing that mindset, I feel, really will help you right now. Look at definitely the yearly for Cancer, because this is reminding me of that, staying positive. But we'll look into your advice soon. Yeah, so I feel like someone is not telling you about what's not manifesting in their home with perhaps their mother or father of their child. Okay, someone is feeling trapped in their relationship. Okay, so let me go ahead and keep going. Let's go ahead and look at the near future, because I can see this video getting real long. I'm over here taking my time. Don't I sound relaxed, y'all? Sometimes I'm like all hyped. Other times, like, I'm like, what? Let's chill. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I almost feel like this is as if I was high or something. But I'm not. Just FYI. If I am, it's high on life. High on the new year. I'm excited about this new year. So let's go ahead to the near future in your love life. So you're calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations are helping you. Help bringing you together. So some of you may be calling in an earth sign. Sheesh. Calling in a air sign. But basically someone older, someone more mature, someone who is very intelligent, someone who's more upbeat. I feel like, is this someone from the past, Spirit? It may be someone from the past. I feel like this is who you're dealing with already. The same exact cards came out, FYI. Someone who is in a maybe financial bind in their home. Someone who is in a house that's turned upside down even. It could be that fire sign. But again, this is someone who is bringing you happiness. Exact same cards came out. Lord, I can't. I feel like someone is not communicating to you an ending. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Bless you. Thank you, Lord. Okay, so let's go ahead and yes, you're calling in this Four of Wands relationship. So this person who's feeling trapped in their relationship, I feel as though is really going to, who again, maybe with their mother, father, and child, is just not telling you what's going on in the relationship. This is what keeps coming out. The Ten of Cups in reverse. And I really feel like this is someone who may be juggling maybe two people. Okay. So let's go ahead and look into how your mate is feeling. Let's see how Cancer's mate is feeling. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see how Cancer's mate is feeling. Cancer's mate, January 2019. Oh. January 2019, Cancer's mate, first 2 weeks of January 2019, January 1st to the 15th, your mate, past, present, and future. Wow. Okay. FYI, unrequited love in reverse came out again. So they're feeling you. Calling in your soulmate. That came out again, but now soulmate came out in reverse. So let's see what this is all about, but I'm feeling something else too. Someone hasn't released their ex.